Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery, Anthony here, and this is going to be my final review of this Win Bowcase. I originally purchased it back the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. We're in 2022 now, so good 6 years worth of use out of it, and just kind of want to show you what has happened to it, what I have done to it, and just, my overall experience with this particular product. And hopefully it gives you, this video gives you some good information on if you want to buy one of these or not, or go with a different brand. I will have links to this Win Bowcase in the description down below if you want to check it out. Alright, so let's start from the outside of the case. That's going to be the second most important part, because technically what you can fit inside may be more important, but you want to know if your case is going to be good enough to actually protect your stuff. And I would say overall, this case is pretty good. The only thing that has broken on it is, we'll flip it upside down, is this wheel section here. These are not the original wheels. These are actually like inline skate wheels that I put on it, because after first couple of years, we probably made it through 3 or 4 years, the original Win wheels actually went. So I bought some and installed them to get like another 2 or 3 years of life out of this case. Definitely a worthy investment in my opinion, because I think I spent like $10, way cheaper than buying a $100+ case. It's probably like $150. I haven't bought one in a while, so I don't really know the price on hand, but that broke. And then the way these wheels are situated, there's not a bar that runs through here. They actually just have their own little pocket, and this one, after all these years, has pushed its way all the way through. I've epoxied it and things like that, but it has finally seen the day that this is a level of no return. It's not coming back. It's definitely not water resistant now. It still rolls, so I'm going to be rolling it to the next 2 USAT events. I can get away with Buckeye Classic and US Nationals. After that, though, kind of up in the air. Technically, I won't need one really until Lancaster Classic or the Vegas shoot, but we'll see. We'll see what comes along. I'll have to do research on other cases, or maybe just go with another one of these. But other than that, everything else is great. Handle on top still works fantastic. This one still works as well, and so does the side one. And the spring on it, see, I would have thought the spring on this that makes it automatically lay flat, I would have thought that would have went a very long time ago, but it did not, which is kind of surprising. Other than that, solid, sturdy. Nothing's ever punched a hole through it. That does happen. I had some really nasty things happen to my poor SKB case. Not saying that this is necessarily harder, but both of them did a pretty good job on that. All right, now opening up the case. The TSA locks still work on this. we've made some modifications. So there was a piece that flapped over, kind of giving you a dividing area between where you put your arrows and I guess your stabilizers, and where you put the rest of your equipment. I made it one thing, and I just have like an arrow tube, and I don't zipper up my tool bag either, because I'm just making a mess. These little bags here were also super handy, and they've held up pretty good as well. We got a little bit of a hole in it, but I would definitely probably take these 4 and put them into another case, because they're just great for holding tools. Anyway, back to the part that flips up, that is actually mounted to here now, because I actually solidly glued it to the back of this case. This kind of broke early on. I would say in the first 2 to 3 years. It was fine. It's kind of fragile. This is a case that holds tools. This holds archery equipment. I don't need to be like super duper cautious, like it's a fine piece of pottery or something like that. Like, it's got a job to do. So not as rugged in that aspect as I would have liked, but I made it work. You know, I cut it off, attached it here, get more life out of it. At one point I did have to redo the bottom liner for this because it ended up getting ripped, I think, when I fixed the wheels, but I just got a new piece of like quilted fabric that had some, the fabric had like a nice like liner to it that made it a little squishy. And I put that in there, took some spray adhesive and stuck it down on the inside in here to make that work. Other than that, you can definitely fit 2 full setups. This case itself is light enough. Some of the bigger, more roomier cases, sometimes they're kind of heavy because they are so big. So this being smaller and not made out of too heavy of materials, you know, because it just has the metal liner right here, but the rest of it is basically just plastic. It lets you get away with 2 full setups. Most of the time I just bring 1 setup and then fill it with other stuff. But other than that, pretty handy. It's probably, actually no, I would say it's definitely too small for your compound bow, so unless you have a really small compound bow, compounders, you're gonna have to go for a different case. But recurvers, Olympic and bare bow, this case should definitely do the trick for you. Other than that, on things that have broken, there is only 1 latch left. The other latch on the other side snapped off for some reason. Again, probably like 3 or 4 years ago. This case was running pretty pristine and looked pretty brand new and fully functioning, I would say, for the first 2 to 3 years. And then after that, things did start going downhill. Personally, I'm pretty good at fixing stuff, or making things work, at least. So I've nailed the drag out basically 6 years worth of life from this case. Don't know if everybody's going to get that much, especially if you don't want to put up with, you know, going and buying inline skate wheels or whatever to, you know, to keep the thing rolling. But if you do, you could definitely get 7 years plus out of it, maybe even 10. You know, I do fly. We'll say we'll call it 8 round trips a year. It's probably a little bit less than that, but we'll call it 8 round trips a year. So getting on a plane twice. So really 16 flights in a year. We don't count all the times it gets taken out in and out of the car, and you know, the airlines are pretty abusive to this stuff. So overall, I'm happy with it, but I wanted to give everybody a nice final review because I have been, you know, doing reviews from the original unboxing of it to the first year review to, well, this one now at the end of its life. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you. I'll have links below to this Win case here. Other than that, let me know down in the comments section, what is your favorite case? Is it this one? Is it another one? I will probably have to buy one at some point soon, so I would love to hear what you guys have to say about bow cases. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, happy shooting.